So today we have a new report for the iPad Pro and that it could be the first device to get an under-screen Face ID to make the bezels even smaller. Today I want to tell you more details about this and how this could change how we use the iPad Pro going forwards. I also want to do a summary of what to expect in the new iPad Pro M2 with features, design and of course the expected iPad Pro 2022 release date and price. But let's first do a quick recap on where we are. We now have the new iPad Air with an M1 chipset inside it, what is the same as what we have inside the iPad Pro models. We've had the M1 chipset inside the iPad Pro range for over a year now, and it's the most powerful tablet out there on the market, and it's a great alternative to say a MacBook Pro 13-inch or a MacBook Air, giving you the ability to use this tablet as either a laptop alternative with a Magic Keyboard or to use it as a fantastic creator's device with the Magic Pencil. But let's talk about this new report of an under-screen Face ID coming to the iPad Pro. So Ross Young has claimed that just recently that the new iPad Pros could be the first to get an under-screen Face ID ahead of say the iPhone from Apple. This technology already exists as we know in such devices like the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 and probably the Fold 4 will also get it as well. However, the technology is still quite new and it still needs to be improved on. However, Ross has said that this capability might be coming to the iPad Pro models not this year, but with Apple planning on making a new design for 2023 or 2024 in the iPad Pro, then we could actually see this technology debut in those models. For this year though, the iPad Pro, it's unlikely that this technology will be coming. However, we may see the iPad Pro's orientation change to a landscape instead of portrait this time around. On top of this, I just want to say, with leaks being early and to be fair, any leaks even up to the iPad's release date that I find and show to you guys, a lot of previous leaks for other Apple products have come true, but there are some that sometimes get misinterpreted based on the facts that the leakers have been told. I can only present to you what I've been told and shown. No leak or rumour is 100% true until we see the final iPad Pro being shown officially from Apple. However, if you are like me and you're also watching this video, then you are curious as I am in knowing what the next generation iPad Pro is going to be like and want to know what the latest leaks and rumours are, no matter what they tell us. So release date is next. In 2021, we saw the debut of the 2021 iPad Pro at the Spring Loaded event, that was April 20th. However, we couldn't get our hands physically on the iPad Pro until a month later on May 21st. Now in previous years, like last year, we had Craig show us in 2020 the new iPad Pro on March 18th, what was a Tuesday, but the release date was actually on Friday, March 27th. The iPad before that was in 2018 and was released on November 7th. However, in 2019, we got the iPad mini 5th gen and the iPad Air 3 released on March 18th. Now remember, it is very early days, but based on recent years' release dates and also having the M2 chipsets introduced at WWDC 2022 with two devices having the M2 inside, we believe the 2022 iPad Pro M2 at this stage will likely be announced around October or November time when more devices will get the M2 chipset like the iMac 24-inch model, the Mac Mini and of course the iPad Pro with an M2 chipset inside. However, we have heard news of a 14-inch iPad Pro Max that looks like it could be coming in 2023, so it is possible that the iPad Pro could be delayed to 2023, but most leaks are pointing towards the fall of 2022. But if you do want more info about that new iPad Pro Max, I'll be making a new video about this very soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and followed by that notification bell. So then guys, just recently this channel just got over 400,000 subscribers and I did a giveaway for a MacBook Air M1, and if you want to see who the winner was for that MacBook Air 1, check out my other video on my channel where I announced who the winner is. But the great thing is guys, I am doing another giveaway on this channel and it is for this. This is for a 14-inch MacBook Pro and this is with an M1 Pro chipset inside it, the 8-core one with a 14-core GPU and a 512GB hard drive inside. And I'm going to be giving this away now to to one lucky subscriber when we get over 450,000 subscribers. And to enter into this international giveaway, all I need you guys to do is put down in the comments below of what Apple gear you're planning to buy or other technology gear in 2022. Put it down in the comments below. And also guys, if you are brand new here, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because when we get over 450,000 subscribers, I'll be announcing who the winner is of this MacBook Pro, and you won't want to miss out on that video. Now, something else just want to quickly say, sadly still on YouTube, there are lots of scammers and spammers out there, some of them even impersonating myself, telling you to WhatsApp them or to Telegram you or other means as well. Ignore them, or please do report them. It would really help, because we don't want scammers and spammers getting their way here on YouTube. Well guys, with that out of the way, let's return back to the video. So let's move on and do a summary of what the 2022 iPad Pro models are most likely going to provide us at this stage. So starting out with the 2022 iPad Pro 11-inch model. We're expecting it to have the same shape body again as like we've had in the last couple of years. We do not believe that Apple are going to refresh this design just yet. However, what is going to be put inside the iPad Pro M2 11-inch is, with its display, we're going to get some changes. We're now actually going to be getting a mini LED XDR liquid retina display, what is a first for the 11-inch iPad Pro M2. The resolution will be exactly the same as the 11-inch models that we have at the moment, what will be 2388 by 1668, and we will also get that Pro Motion 120Hz display on the 11-inch iPad Pro. This is the first time the iPad Pro has had a big upgrade in its screen technology, and we're really excited to hear that this is possibly going to be coming in the latest leaks that we've been hearing. For storage, it will be starting out at 128GB. This is the same as the 2021 iPad Pro, but the other options available will be 256GB, 512GB, 1TB and 2TB storage options all over again. We will also be getting that brand new M2 chipset inside the iPad Pro 2022 model, and that will give us an 8-core CPU at this stage and also the potential of a 10-core GPU, what is going to be a big upgrade on the M1. There will also be 5G connectivity, and we've also heard that there's going to be ultra wideband technology put inside this iPad Pro as well. Then also at the same time, there will be a choice of 8GB or 16GB of RAM, depending on which storage option you pick. You won't have the free range to pick like what we have right now this year. Depending on which storage you pick, it gives you a higher amount of RAM or a lesser amount of RAM. The body again will be made out of aluminium, because it's basically the same design as last year's or this year's model. And then also at the same time, there will be a double camera and LiDAR sensor, very similar to the 2021 iPad Pro. For battery size, it will stay the same again, with a 7538 mAh battery. For prices, the 128GB, so the smallest range, will start at $799 and this will go all the way up to the 256GB at $899, 512 at $1,099, 1TB at $1,499 and 2TB at $1,899. Next of all, we have the 2022 iPad Pro 12.9-inch model. Again, not much is going to be changing here. We are believing at this stage that we're going to be getting the same design all over again. So even the current screen that we have right now, the XDR display, so the mini LED XDR display, is going to be staying in this iPad Pro, at least for this generation. We may be getting an OLED display in the next generation, but for now it's staying with the current screen type. The screen resolution is going to stay the same as the 2020 and 2021 and 18 resolutions. So that'll be 2732 by 2048. Again, it will be a Pro Motion display with a 120Hz refresh rate. Storage again is going to be staying the same, starting at 128GB, going all the way up to 2TB of storage. We'll be getting that new M2 chipset, what I already previously mentioned, that will be giving us 8-core CPU and an up to 10-core GPU according to the latest leaks, but this could change, remember that guys. We're also going to be getting 5G connectivity inside it and also ultra wideband as well inside the iPad Pro M2. There'll be a choice between 8GB or 16GB of RAM depending again on which storage options you pick. So if you go for more of the top end sort of storage like 1 or 2 terabytes, you'll be getting 16GB of RAM, but if you go for the lower specs at 128GB or 256GB of storage, you'll only get 8GB of RAM. As the design is going to be staying the same, it's going to be the same aluminium frame body, and then on the back there will be a double camera setup and LiDAR sensor. There isn't too many leaks or information on how that camera setup is going to look right now, but the second any leaks come in, I'll let you know. For battery size, it'll be exactly the same again. It will be a 9720 milliamp, and this is the same size what's in the 2021 iPad Pro. Prices start again, it'll be the 128GB at $1,099 US, 256GB at $1,199, 512GB at $1,399, 1TB at $1,799, and 2TB at $2,199 US. So that's an early picture summary of the 2022 iPad Pro. But my wishes for the iPad Pro this time round is not more to do with the actual physical iPad Pro, but actually to do with the iPad OS. I am hoping in 2022 that the operating system for the iPad OS won't fully mirror the likes of iOS, but be designed with more of a look and feel of macOS inside it. If this would ever come true, I do not know, but it is something from my point of view that I would love to see. As at the moment, the iPad Pro with iPad OS 14 and 15 even, it feels like I've just got a giant iPhone and it doesn't feel that special in operating system wise. But let me know your thoughts if you agree or disagree with this, and also write in the comments below what your wishes would be for the iPad Pro in 2022. Well guys, it's time to wrap up this video, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please make sure to like the video, and at the same time, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button followed by the notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you soon.